Going hard all day, never quit, never stop, never hesitate. Breaking out of the cage, gorilla heart in my chest, gonna dominate. Oh, walking no talk, I'm the king of the jungle. Oh, walking no talk, I'm the king, I'm the king. Oh, walking no talk, I'm the king of the jungle. Are you ready to rumble? I'm ready to go, let's go. Beast mode! I'm a savage, I'ma take it, beast mode! Turn it up, beast mode! Beast mode! I'm a savage, I'ma take it, beast mode! Got the hammer in my veins, gonna win 'em when I hit 'em like a hurricane. Doing everything it takes, till they're writing down my name in the Hall of Fame. Oh, walking no talk, I'm the king of the jungle. Oh, walking no talk, I'm the king, I'm the king. Oh, walking no talk, I'm the king of the jungle. Are you ready to rumble? I'm ready to go, let's go. Beast mode! I'm a savage, I'ma take it, beast mode! Turn it up, beast mode!
Better file that report, the clock's winding down. Good.
Welcome!
We are
The Iowa High School.
Athletic Association.
We're proud to bring you this broadcast of Iowa High School's
Sports Championships.
Featuring Iowa's student athletes, schools, and communities.
We support teamwork, sportsmanship, and education-based activities.
Good luck, and thanks for watching.
Two different levels, I can never close. Put in work and secure the bag and then take it back to my foes.
It's been a cold, cold summer. Ice in my veins, but you know I'm about to warm up. Yeah, it's been a cold, cold summer. Ice in my veins, but you know I'm about to warm up.
Time will only tell. You can try me if you want. Life can get real crazy. You can try me if you want. We gon' find out soon. We gon' find out soon.
Let's go!
This fight, I've seen it before.
Season over tonight, and the winner will advance to the field of 8 in Class 3A, and the state tournament will start on June 1st, and all 4 of those quarterfinal matchups, from my understanding, will take place down at Indianola High School, and then the semifinals and finals will take place at Mediacom on the 3rd and the 5th of June. So the 3A state championship game, I believe, is noon on Friday, June 5th, down on Drake's campus. But you know, the goals are right in front of them here.
Yeah.
They've made it here to the sub-state final if you're the Mustangs or North Polk. And North Polk comes in with 9 wins, 6 losses, 2 ties. So well over 500 for the Comets. And DCG comes in number 2 ranked in Class 3A. They have 12 wins, 3 losses, 2 draws. And like you had said, undefeated against 3A opponents this year. Those 3 losses and 2 draws came against top 10 5A or 4A schools. So pretty good season so far for DCG, and they're led by some seniors and a junior, Almin Islamovich, the senior holding midfielder, Landon Anderson, the starting center back for DCG, Adele Islamovich, the goalie, and then Colin Modernach up top. He and Hudson Heidgerken kind of leading the attack up top for the Mustangs.
Yeah, those 2 seniors really are the scoring threats for the most part. I mean, there's other guys too, like Almin's having a really good offensive year as well, but yeah, Hudson and Colin are kind of where these I guess they stir the drink is what I'm looking for there. That's where if you're North Polk, you got to stop those 2 guys really, and then hope to shut everybody else down. I'm interested to see what kind of defensive tactic that North Polk comes into in this one as well. And if you're looking at like opponents this year, Norwalk, they both played. DCG won 3-0. North Polk lost 5-0. Denison Schleswig, DCG won 2-0. North Polk lost 5-0. And then ADM, of course, DCG won 5-0. North Polk won 2-1 early in the season, and then just Wednesday night 2-0 to advance to this game. So we'll see if any of that plays out tonight.
Oh, you're kind of looking at things for North Polk. Seems like, a lot of teams that advance to a sub-state final, they're usually playing their best soccer and probably getting healthy at this time of year too. You go back to those early season scores, you never know who's healthy, who's not. Coming out of basketball, coming out of wrestling, you're never quite sure who's in all those lineups. But I'm sure the Comets are coming in here ready to go, and they're led in scoring by Owen Reed. He's a captain. He's got 9 goals and 2 assists on the season. He's a senior, and also 6 goals out of Lucas Lewick Martins. He's got 6 goals and 6 assists, so those are 2 kind of attacking players to watch for the Comets. And, we'll bring in Tate McDermott to the broadcast. Tate, you've played in, I believe, 4 of these sub-state finals, and so you kind of understand, still in school if you're not a senior, so, you go to school today, you're kind of thinking about the game, but what's going through the minds of these young student athletes as they try and get ready for the sub-state final, trying not to maybe look ahead to what's next, but focus on this game?
Yeah, it's always different when, when you're playing the game and it could be your last, and before games we'd kind of get in the huddle and try to just say as a team, like, let's not make this be the last time that we play together. And then you kind of just do it for your seniors, anytime. For some of these guys it could be, their last soccer game ever, and you kind of owe it to them to put everything on the line and leave no reason for your team to not advance to the state title.
Well, in DCG, like we said, they're kind of led by the seniors, but also, some underclassmen sprinkled in there. Start 3 freshmen, a couple sophomores that come off the bench and make impact. So, pretty diverse group of guys in terms of grade levels. And, there's a freshman in the starting lineup for North Polk as well. They've got some freshmen and sophomores that'll contribute tonight. So, pretty interesting that both of these teams, kind of senior through freshman, they're going to get contributions out of all grade levels.
Yeah, Camden Davis, the freshman for North Polk, 6 assists on the year, and he's got 5 goals as well. So, as you said, a freshman that really making an impact for the Comets. So he's one to watch tonight as well. Yeah,
Cam, club player for Sporting, fortunate enough to he actually plays with Anthony McDermott, one of the starters for DCG, throughout the last club season. So got a good look at Cam. He's a fantastic young player. So, and Comets are coming in with some firepower here, and this should be a good battle, again, for the Class 3A sub-state final. It was Johnston and Valley here on this same field, oddly enough. I mean, normally Johnston would host a 7 o'clock kick, but their field under construction, so DCG, their pseudo home field the last 2 games here in the sub-state, and they defeated Valley 1-0, so the first team to make it into the 4A field, the Johnston Dragons. The rest of those 7 sub-state finals in 4A, and then all 8 of the 3A sub-state finals will take place right here at 7 o'clock with a kick. But we've got some correspondence sprinkled around the state, so we'll try and bring you some scoring updates. Norwalk and Bondurant Farrar doing battle.
Yeah.
I believe that game's in Norwalk, so we'll get some scoring updates from that one, and also some other 4A games. We can bring you some scores as the game's going on. But, all those games will go final sometime in that 8:30, 9 o'clock time frame, and then the field will be set. And I think right now, if DCG were to win, we talked about like seeding-wise, right now their final ranking was number 2. So if Xavier advances to the state tournament as well as DCG, it would probably be DCG as the 2 seed based on kind of the final rankings of the season. But they got to take care of business first, and the Comets are going to have a lot to say about that as we are just a few minutes away from the starting lineups being announced. We could give you the coaching staffs here quickly before we give you the starters, and we'll start with the visiting Comets of North Polk. Their head coach, Caden Maher, and his assistant coach is Ethan Goodhue and Alexander Tidens. And for the DCG Mustangs, head coach Colin Lane, assisted by Caleb Tilstra, Michael Krause, Brennan Woody, and Benjamin Frazee, the assistant coaches for the DCG Mustangs.
I got to say, tonight's boys soccer sub-state broadcast is sponsored by your locally owned Subway and Grimes in Johnston, a proud supporter of the DCG Mustangs and the families, fans, and coaches who make this community special. Good luck to the Mustangs as they compete for a spot at state. Celebrate the hard work, discipline, and teamwork these athletes bring to the field and to our community. So thank you again to Subway. So if you're hungry out there tonight, DoorDash, run out and grab it at half, whatever. Just visit the local Subway.
Well, starting lineups being announced. Dylan Tweet will wear number 2. Tanner Jansen wearing the captain's armband number 4. Owen Reed, he's a senior captain as well. Liam Triplett, number 8. Number 11, that's Camden Davis, the freshman that we talked about with 5 goals on the season. Maddox Teedens, number 13. Number 15, Brennan Moorhead, senior midfielder. Number 16, Braden Mazurek, 2 goals, 2 assists on the season. J.J. Bartleman, number 21, a junior. And number 24, Tiago Luik Martins, a sophomore defender. And the goalkeeper, Burke Salmecki, rounds out the starting 11 for head coach Caden Maher. And now it's time for the DCG Mustangs with the all-black kits in the red trim. It'll be freshman Anthony McDermott. The first starter announced wearing number 3. Senior Hudson Heigurken, 5 goals, 8 assists for Heigurken on the year. Benjamin Pudens, 4 goals, 3 assists for him so far this year, wearing number 7. Freshman Ethan Riznicki, 8 assists on the year to go along with 3 goals. And leading goal scorer, number 11, Colin Modernock, a senior captain with 24 goals on the season. Number 15, center back Drew Every. And number 16, Landon Anderson. Those are your 2 center backs for DCG. Senior Almin Islamovic playing the holding midfield spot. Leo Riznicki will play right back for the Mustangs. And Nico Weiss will play left back. He's a freshman defensive player. And Adel Islamovic wearing number 0 and playing goalie for the DCG Mustangs. That's your starting 11 for head coach Colin Lane. Well, the players will shake hands. The officials and players have been announced, and we will get underway here. Mustang Stadium, 80 minutes to decide the sub-state champion here, and a berth in the state tournament starting on Monday on the line here for the Comets and the Mustangs.
Tate, just get your juices going a little bit.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Love
These are the games you want to play in as a player, so I'm excited to see how the Mustangs come out early in this one.
Love to hear that.
I'm excited to see the size of the numerals on the backs of the Comets jerseys.
I said to Tate earlier before you were up here, I go, is that their real jerseys? Gosh, I love that.
Those are the largest numbers we've seen probably since I've announced any of these games. So big thanks to North Polk.
Yes.
Should be able to see those all night, even as the sun starts to set.
Even all the way across the field. That's fantastic.
Yep.
I love that. 50-year-old eyes, right?
Yeah, Comets in the white tops with the gray shorts. And again, DCG with the all-black kits and the red trim. And we are set to go here. It looks like DCG will kick off to start the match. 40-minute continuous clocks first and second half. If we're tied at the end of regulation, there'll be 2 10-minute overtime periods. Golden goal format, so a goal will end the contest in overtime. Otherwise, after the 2 10-minute overtime periods, we will go to penalty kicks. And that's how DCG season ended last year in the quarterfinal game against Cedar Rapids Washington. Islamovich going to play it forward. Higurkin down the left side, and we are underway here. Guys get tangled up a little bit, and they're going to say a throw for the Comets.
Well, overcast tonight.
Yeah, not too hot. Pretty good conditions here. Islamovich takes a touch. Weiss, a little errant on his first delivery. So a throw in here for North Polk. Dylan Tweet will throw it in. Tweet on the near side. Plays it in. Islamovich. He and Weiss get tangled up. Looked like he was going to play it back to Adele, his little brother, at goalie. Ball played forward. Ethan Riznicki gets a touch on it. Now it's Modernock. Settles it for McDermott. McDermott trying to play a long ball in behind the left back. Nice weight on that pass from McDermott. And there's Pudence running it down near the corner. Riznicki back to his left foot. Back for his older brother, Leo. Leo plays it central. And cleared out near midfield. Weiss going to bring it to ground and play it back for Anderson. Landon Anderson will take the space forward. Modernock, couple quick touches. Gets it over for Riznicki. Riznicki out wide for Pudence. Modernock. And possibly a foul just outside the penalty area. And this is Ethan Riznicki time, I believe. That left-footed kind of in-swinger, but every once in a while, Almin will come in and overrule, even though I think it's a better spot for Ethan, but we'll see.
They're talking about it now.
I like Ethan far post here.
Almin's making his case.
3-man wall set up for the Comets. Just outside the corner of that 18. I think Riznicki's going to be the one to either put it on frame or lob it in there. Takes the shot and just outside the, maybe just a little bit of a save there.
I think so.
Keeper got a touch on it, but Riznicki almost called that one.
Yeah, they're saying he got a piece of it. That's a save. Wow.
So McDermott will take the corner. In-swinger coming from McDermott to the back post. Up in the air, nearly a goal. Islamovich gets a fire off. And they're going to say offsides, I believe. Maybe Heiger going to touch in an offside position there, but big chance there for DCG in the first 3.
Fireworks early. And if you're North Polk, that's what you want to avoid.
Good stuff by DCG early on. Islamovich comes up with the header to the foot of Modernock. Lobs it up for Heigerkin. He's going to give chase near the touchline. Heigerkin drops it back for Weiss. And last touch, it'll be a throw for DCG. Throw in for Anderson. Weiss with the touch. Now McDermott chests it down. Tries to play his center back, Every with a pretty good ball in with a little spin, but Pudence not able to get there. Goalie comes out. Selmecki. Here's McDermott stepping to it. Couldn't quite win it, though. And well done in the midfield by Owen Reed. Riznicki steps to it, but off his right foot. Pudence comes back. And now back to Leo Riznicki. Avery's going to play it forward. Sent back into the midfield by North Polk. Anderson with the header towards McDermott. He'll flick it on towards Heigerkin. Good step there by Anderson. And he's going to try to play it in. And here comes Pudence on a run. Ben Pudence cuts it back. Here's Modernock. Shot deflected. Good defense there by Tanner Jansen. But a corner upcoming here for DCG.
Yeah, great recognition there by Landon Anderson. Takes a touch forward, picks his head up, and immediately finds the far corner. Pudence has shown 2 times already his speed on that right side, and if they're able to get him through on that outside left back, they're going to create plenty of chances like they have so far in the first 5 minutes of this one.
Here's Ricks at Riznicki's corner. A touch and a goal! I don't know who's going to get credit for it. Just kind of a melee there at the near post, and then touched by the keeper, but
I think it's Colin.
Are they going to give it to Modernock? Yeah, they're going to give it to Modernock, goal number 25 on the season. He keeps climbing. So DCG draws first blood, 1-0 inside the first 5 minutes. Nice delivery by Riznicki, and Modernock does just enough to find the back of the net.
That was I didn't think it was going to get in. I thought he's going to pop it out, but it just snuck by him.
Burke Selmecki, the keeper, got a hand on it, but just off his fingertips, just enough momentum. And North Polk's just going to kick it off and play it forward out of bounds. So DCG will have a throw with Riznicki on the far side. Well, that's the exact start you want if you're DCG. Just kind of settle the nerves if there were any. Have that 1-goal advantage. Kind of play on your front foot here the rest of the first half.
I was going to say the longer North Polk could keep this 0-0, it benefits them, but that changes real quick.
Riznicki, nice job to win that one. Over to McDermott. McDermott with a lot of space. Nice little deke there by McDermott. Riznicki now has Islamovich, drops it back for Almeen. Back to Anthony McDermott. Plays it wide for Heigurken. Here's Weiss to the foot of Islamovich. Now McDermott. Over for Ethan Riznicki. Back for his brother Leo. So patient possession here by DCG as they try and break down the Comets. Nice job by Modernock to win that one, but well defended. Reed had it on his foot, but dispossessed. McDermott will play it back for Every. Reed pressures. Now Every plays long for Heigurken. Heigurken gets first touch. It gets away from him, but he's able to run it down and plays back for McDermott. Now Hudson to Riznicki. Good pressure there, and Ethan double teamed. They clear it away, and now Anderson wins it back. Well, DCG able to win balls back almost immediately after losing possession here so far. Now Anderson's into the attack. Landon Anderson through a couple defenders, and he is tripped up. No foul called. Islamovich going to send it in the direction of Heigurken. Ball cleared out of there. Modernock will run onto it. Colin, 2 players mark him. He'll drop it off for McDermott. And McDermott runs out of real estate. So it'll be a throw in here. It'll be number 15, Brennan Moorhead, to throw it in for the Comets.
Yeah, DCG doing a good job. Patient, possessing, really applying some pressure.
Here's Cam Davis. Plays the ball forward, tried to kind of thread the needle, but Islamovich right there. Anderson playing more in the middle of the field. He and Islamovich kind of trade places here a little bit. You see that from time to time. Riznicki wide for Pudence. Good width out of the wingers here for DCG. Now Riznicki sends it wide on the other side for Heigurken. Played it forward for Modernock, but sent away. Now it's Leo Riznicki. 6 players basically along that back line for the Comets. McDermott left with all kinds of space. McDermott dispossessed. 3 players around him. I think he was debating on a shot, but a little too much distance. And now it's Adel Islamovich off his line to scoop that one up. Plenty of room on the other side for Anderson.
North Polk, a lot of guys back right now.
Yeah, sitting back and then just looking to counter. Long ball played in for Pudence. That one cleared in the wrong direction. Here comes Heigurken, gets a touch. Plays it for Pudence. Back to Hudson. Hudson will drop it back for Ethan Riznicki. Now wide down line for Pudence. Pudence, oh, he's tripped up there, and that could be a yellow, maybe. I believe the yellow card will come out, and it does. So that'll bring number 19, Noah Richardson, off the bench. And our first yellow card of the evening. Well, Tate, what do you think? Pretty good width out of DCG so far, and that's one of the hard things about defending this team. You got to play sideline to sideline and defend all the way across the field, and DCG really good at switching the ball.
Yeah, one thing I'm seeing from DCG is the tempo of their possession is much faster than it was Wednesday, which makes sense. You know, you're playing against probably a little bit more athletic team in North Polk, but the ball speed's been really good. Guys are moving off the ball, talking to each other, so they should be able to find plenty of opportunities to go forward.
Masarek was issued the yellow, so he'll have a seat on the bench. Riznicki to deliver it in. Anderson up for the goal. He threads the needle right through the legs of the goalkeeper, Selmecki, and Landon Anderson with the second goal here for DCG. Mustangs lead at 2-0, 8 minutes, 46 seconds in.
Well, if you're going to draw up a corner set piece, there it is right there. Get it to your man. Well, who is just excellent at heading those in.
Both goals served up by Ethan Riznicki. One off the corner and that one off the free kick. DCG off to a great start here, leading at 2-0.
Now I'm curious to see what North Polk will do.
Well, they've been kind of packing it in, but we've seen time and time again that just hasn't worked well against DCG. And then you start to have to chase a little bit. McDermott plays it out wide for Riznicki. He'll settle it. Now Ethan looks in for Modernock. Modernock gives chase. Modernock's going to cross it in, sends it across the 6-yard area, and then clear it out of there. Riznicki gets a foot on it. Cam Davis in the midfield. Tries to thread the needle. DCG wins possession back, and here's Landon Anderson. He's going to try and play it in. Pudens is just salivating over there on the far side, making runs. Anderson's been looking for him all night so far. Back for Leo Riznicki. Now to the foot of Ethan, the little brother. Ethan has it knocked away, works hard to win it back, but last touch by Black there. It'll be a throw-in for the Comets.
Yeah, the big thing so far for North Polk is they're just not possessing. It's a one-touch and turn right back over to DCG. They've got to get some type of possession sustained.
Modernock trying to win it. Cleared out of there, but Weiss gets a touch. Nico plays it forward, and that's going to be a deep throw for the Comets. You hear Coach Tilstra down there. Don't let him out. Keep him pinned in here with a deep throw. Higirkin presses. Now the clearance out of there. Finds the foot of Islamovic. He settles for McDermott. Knocked away from McDermott, but Pudens checking back in. Great footwork there by Benjamin Pudens. Here comes Modernock. The weight of the pass just a little too much, but good thought there by Pudens looking for Modernock. Here's Islamovic in the middle. Plays Riznicki. His ball finds the left back for North Polk. Anderson will flip it over for Weiss. Cam Davis sends it forward. Every gives chase. And he just clears it. So it'll be a throw on the offensive side for North Polk here.
And that is the issue with kind of packing it against DCG. You know, you play the ball forward to the striker, their own read, and he's really 4v1 against DCG's back line, which features a ton of speed. So North Polk probably going to have to find ways to get other guys into the attack if they're going to score a goal here and make this a fair game here.
Well done by Weiss. Now it's Higirkin moving forward. Islamovic heads that down. Higirkin, great job finding the foot. They're going to play advantage here. Now through ball for Pudens, but he went inside and the ball was played more to the outside there for Pudens.
I would say there's no question that DCG's ready to play this game, though. The reactions after losing the ball from all 11 guys on the field have been really high, and then DCG's quality allows them to retain possession pretty much every time they win the ball, which is kind of giving their guys a break. They're not doing much chasing defensively so far.
Well, North Polk will switch it over to the near side. Richardson plays it forward. Reed runs onto it. And Anderson traps it between his legs, but he was standing out of bounds. Good throw in. Davis gets a foot on it. Davis gives chase. And ball played away, and that's going to find Heigerken on the far side. Hudson checks back into it. Contact there. And they're going to say a foul. And it'll be awarded for a free kick to DCG.
Nice hustle there by Heigerken to get back in there and get the foul.
Heigerken has it here on the near side. Modernock has it knocked away by Richardson. So a throw up coming here for DCG. 13 and change gone by. DCG leads 2-0. 3A sub-state final. Heigerken loses momentarily, but now it's Modernock. Collin into the penalty area. Crosses it in front of the goal and nearly the third goal. Riznicki just mishit it a little bit. Good setup there by Collin Modernock.
Yeah, what sets Collin apart is his ability to take those tiny little touches in tight spaces like that. He just always seems to find a way out when there's 2 or 3 guys around him. But great job there to find Riznicki. Riznicki on his favored left foot there, and really good chance for DCG.
Yeah, when Collin's driving to that goal line, you just want to find a space in an area in that 6-yard spot because he's typically going to find your feet. Nicely done. McDermott plays it forward for Modernock. He'll head it forward for Pudens. Pudens gets a foot on it. Plays a through ball for Heigerken. Heigerken tried to keep it in, but ran into the photographers there left of the goal.
Tate, as you were saying, I mean, it's like DCG is doing a great job. If they lose possession, they get it right back.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you want to see in these winner-go-home games. You know, it shows that Coach Lane had them ready to play beforehand, and the guys are doing a good job holding that standard of if you do lose the ball, the 3 closest guys are snapping to it quickly to go win it back.
So Weiss will throw it in. McDermott with a little flick. Sent forward for Heigerken. He gets a head on it. Now Modernock gives chase. Cleared away. McDermott comes out of there with it. Plays it back for Weiss. Back to McDermott. Into space. Now it's Riznicki, middle of the field. Pudens kind of making that inward angled run there.
Yeah, I like the variation of runs from Pudens so far.
Yeah, he's typically just kind of plays down that far sideline. Riznicki will send one forward. Chested down, but sent away. Weiss finds Islamovich. Back for Every. Islamovich, big 6'6" holding midfielder. He's just so hard to work around. Uses his body well.
He's fun to watch.
McDermott gets forward, tries to play it in. Oh, what a ball for Heigerken. Here's Hudson into the penalty area, crosses it. Modernock gets back on it. 1v1 with the left back. Modernock now drives it towards the goal line, crosses it back in. Well defended and cleared out of there by North Polk. Chested down, here's Islamovich. He lets it rip and right at the keeper. Selmecki with the save. You could see
yep.
winding up for that one.
He had a little smile there. He knew he caught that one pretty clean, just unfortunately right at the keeper.
McDermott had a really nice ball in. Now here's a first kind of dangerous opportunity, and Islamovich comes off his line, holds the ball inside the 18, and now a quick rollout for McDermott. He takes a touch forward. Plays down line for Heigerken. Hudson beats the defender. Now Heigerken cuts it back, has it taken away. And again, cleared away, but to Islamovich. Boy, he's just lurking right there in the middle for those clearances.
Yeah, it's almost like when they clear it, they're just trying to get it out, and he's just gobbling them up in the middle, get possession right back.
Well, he's got all kinds of space, too, because they commit so many players towards that back line defensively. Ball headed towards Heigirken. Takes a touch. Ball deflected and sent back. Anderson, who's crept over the midfield line. Plays it forward. Comets kind of playing with fire there with Modernock, but now Davis, he'll send it forward. Pretty good ball there by Davis, but Adele right there to clean it up. So nearing the midway point here in the first half. North Polk seems like they've settled in here a little bit. Created a couple chances forward. Here's Modernock now. Modernock going to let one rip, but kind of a slow roller to Selmecki. Easy save for him. He's looking like he's wearing some sort of mask, maybe a broken nose out there.
Yeah, I did hear he had a broken nose.
Davis in the middle. Well, that ball deflects to Modernock. Now McDermott. McDermott tried to play through for Heigirken. Riznicki going to run onto it. Now Modernock. Modernock is kind of winding up, trying to get a shot off. Cleared out to Islamovic, and a foul, I think, on Modernock there.
Well, Modernock and number 4, Tanner Jansen have been battling back and forth a little bit. But
well, Jansen's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah, he does.
He's doing a nice job of kind of playing physical with Colin. When Colin turns his back to go, Jansen's there putting a hand on his back just to kind of let him know he's there and make it hard to turn, which is definitely what North Polk will need to do to keep Colin in check.
Free kick sent forward, but DCG first to it. Headed back into the offensive zone. Pudens gets a foot on that one. Now Jansen drops it back for his center back. Riznicki heads it forward. Pudens checks back into that one. Now here comes Anderson. Landon splits the two Comet players. Now Landon, really good ball. Riznicki trying to get to it and cleared away, and well done there by North Polk. Selmecki will just clear it out of there, but that was a really nicely weighted pass there. I think he kind of surprised Ethan just a little bit. He stuttered on that run just a little bit. DCG going to sub in Carson Modernock, Destiny Tarpla, and Sagen Cole. So 2 freshmen and a sophomore sub on for DCG. I believe Moorhead came back on, as well as Masaryk for North Polk. Well, McDermott stayed in there. I thought maybe Tarpla was subbing in for McDermott, but it was Riznicki coming off. Long ball played down the far side. Nice ball there for Triplet, but DCG able to win it back. Tarpla with his first touch to the foot of Islamovic. Wide for Cole. Cole back to Almeen. Almeen with a little flick forward. Carson Modernock not going to be able to get to it. So a throw coming for the Comets. Who's our sponsor again tonight? Subway.
Grimes and Johnston.
I said that rhetorically. I just want to thank Subway for sponsoring both sub-state games here for the boys, stepping up with the sponsorship so that we can stream both games live. Big thanks to the Johnston and Grimes Subways. Anderson sends it into the penalty area. Selmecki will gather and quickly roll it out for his left back. Right to the foot of Tarpla, though. Tarpla, nice little ball forward. Modernock had it knocked away. Now finds McDermott after winning the ball back. McDermott looks for Modernock, but that ball just beyond the goal line, out of bounds.
Like the idea. Just couldn't quite get on the same page there.
So it'll be a goal kick for the Comets.
One thing we don't have to worry about tonight is water breaks. It's a beautiful night.
Yeah, the heat was pretty severe the other night. I think we were about 85, 86 degrees at kickoff, but not so much tonight. Modernach back for Weiss. Islamovic plays it wide. Pudence runs onto it and headed out of bounds for a DCG throw-in.
Yeah, Dylan Tweet over there is just having a heck of a time with Pudence.
Well, he's making the runs really well conditioned, speed. And Modernach not going to be able to get there. Shepherded out of bounds there by Warwick. And a substitution coming. Derek Lee, the freshman, will sub on. So it'll be a throw in for North Polk. Sent forward. Anderson chests it for Weiss. Islamovic. McDermott finds Tarpla. Tarpla had it knocked away. Tarpla working to win it back. Weiss steps to it. Nico plays it out wide for Modernach. A little too much weight on that one, so a throw in here for the Comets. Not a lot of breathing room out there for the white jerseys, though.
No.
McDermott checks back in and sent to ground. I think he was waiting for the whistle, but it did not come. Cam Davis trying to play it forward. Anderson going to have a little space. He'll play it back for Islamovic, the keeper. Adele will send it towards midfield. Cam Davis. Modernach finds his brother. Now Tarpla moving forward. Tarpla looking for Pudence, who had cut inside again there.
Is he expecting him to cut a little bit more? Or, just it's a good look, though.
That ball forward for Modernach. That first touch just gets a little bit away from him. And Sage and Cole going to run it down. And Cole has it taken away. Luik Martins drops it back for the left back. Far side, that's Tweet. His pass deflected to the Comets with the throw-in. Comets with a little possession here. Driving the ball forward. Every clears it away. That'll allow DCG to reset a little bit.
We haven't seen much of this tonight so far. Yeah, this is
well, it's the 3 or 4 connections in a row that we haven't seen so far for North Polk. Here's a throw-in coming. Deep throw into the penalty area. Nicely done there by Landon Anderson to head that away. Colin Modernach down the far side. Plays Pudence. Pudence has it taken away. Luik Martins doing some work in the midfield, but nicely done there by Tarpla. McDermott finds Modernach. Modernach had it knocked away by the right back, Moorhead. And now McDermott will sub off and Riznicki will come on. Heigerken also comes in for Pudence.
Yeah, Pudence needed a little bit of a break there. You see the hands on the knees and bent over. Gassed.
Well, like Tate said, they're ready to roll. A lot of energy expended here in the first 26 minutes. Riznicki, fresh legs out there. Riznicki keeps it in bounds and played off the flagpole, I thought. Nope, off the foot of Riznicki, so a deep throw, about as deep as it gets there for the Comets. Headed forward by Davis. Riznicki. Now Islamovic controls it. Tarpla in the middle with a little bit of space. Destiny Tarpla sends it wide. Heigerken on the far side. Ball deflected. Now Heigerken going to send it in towards that 6-yard area, but sent away. North Polk's defended those pretty well. Both of the goals for DCG came on set pieces. Nothing in the run of play yet for the Mustangs. Modernach. Riznicki. Oh, nice flick forward for Colin. Modernock trying to get through. Colin takes a touch, now cuts it back. And finally, that third defender comes in to take it away.
At one point, he had 4 guys around him, and he still got through there.
Riznicki, good little flick up to Carson. The clearance pretty much straight up in the air. Now Davis and Modernock battling for it. Tarpla comes in quick. Boy, he closes that space in a hurry, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Weiss. I think he was going far side for Heigerken, but Islamovic gets a foot on it. And that's going to settle into the hands of Adel Islamovic, the keeper.
Yeah, that just does not work really well against DCG with Every and Landon back there. Just that deep shot, just I can connect on that too many times.
Well, that's going to be a conceded corner there, kind of a.
That's a oops. Yeah.
Yeah, just a mental mistake there. I think the center back was trying to flick it back to his keeper, but it went off kind of to the side, giving DCG another set piece here with the corner.
And this is what you don't want, obviously, if you're North Polk, because DCG, their 2 goals have come from this.
Nico Weiss steps off. Leo Riznicki back on. So Ethan Riznicki will take the corner here. Already assisted on both of the DCG goals. Riznicki sends it in towards the far post. Dangerous here. Here's Heigerken, drops it off for Tarpla, but deflected out of there. And that ball knocked away. It'll be a throw. I think one of the assistant coaches telling Heigerken they want a shot there versus laying it off for Tarpla. Heigerken will throw in. Colin Modernock looks to cross it. And that ball is kept in by Modernock. Over for Heigerken. Now Tarpla with it. Tarpla sends it forward. Modernock to his brother Colin. Colin tries to cut it back. A lot of traffic in there. Here's Anderson. Landon with left foot. Lets it go. Deflected, and that'll be a corner.
See, when Landon Anderson is forward, I mean, he just causes so much havoc. I mean, he's always so active, and he gets it on his foot.
Well,
look out.
Riznicki will take another corner here. Under 10 to go in the first half. Sent towards the far post and off the football goal post, so it'll be a goal kick here for the Comets. And based on, the limited counters for North Polk, with Owen Reed kind of hovering at the top of the formation, marked by 2-3 players, Landon can afford to get forward a little bit. Riznicki steps to that one. Now Modernock. Back for Tarpla. Tarpla's going to let go. Little rip there. Tried to almost chip that one. Easy save for Selmecki. Islamovic first to it. Riznicki forward for his brother Ethan. And that one cleared out of there by Richardson, but a throw for DCG. Boy, a third goal would be nice here before the half.
Yeah, if you're North Polk, that is something you cannot allow.
Well, ball sent forward. Islamovic, maybe a rip coming, sends it. Well, he's kicked it through those uprights before.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I've seen that before.
Just wearing the wrong uniform for that to be worth anything.
I mean, it's a Friday night. He kind of felt nostalgic a little bit from the fall.
One of the kickers on the varsity football team knocks through the 38-yard field goal for 3. 5-0 DCG. Tarpla wins it in the midfield. Modernock looking for his brother Carson. Here's Cam Davis, the freshman for North Polk. Good exchange here. Into the midfield for Lee. And I think Lee, I thought maybe Lee was last to touch, but instead it was Riznicki. So Lee with the throw in. Ball played forward by Loic Martins. Tarpla, as he does so often, just wins those 50-50s. Heigerken by the defender on the far side, takes one more touch. Now Hudson running on to it. And cleared out of there by Jansen. And the Comets will reset. Throw-in coming from Heigerken. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Heigerken looking for options. Now it's Tarpla making the turn. Tarpla keeps it on his foot into the penalty area. And it's going to be a corner.
Wow, nice job by Destiny there. Battle, and then you get rewarded with that corner.
So Riznicki, yet another corner for Ethan. Landon Anderson kind of lurking at the top of the 18. See if he makes a run on this one. Well, kind of a low one sent in. Ethan's going to regather here. Riznicki sends it. Headed out of there by Titans. And nicely done there. Maybe a foul, I believe, by Anderson. Yeah, Derek Lee went to ground there. Good work out of the freshman midfielder.
The official tells Landon, who was arguing, just keep going, turn around, run away. That's not the worst thing in the world, though, for DCG.
I thought that was a proper call.
Yeah.
Ball sent forward. Every comes in, clears it out of there. Physical play there by Drew Every. Riznicki settles it in the midfield. Plays to his brother Leo. Into the midfield for Islamovic. He's going to lob it over the top. Great ball there for Hudson. Hudson running on to it, able to win it. Hudson in the penalty area. Boy, Colin just kind of slowed his run there a little bit, it looked like, but.
I like to see Hudson take a shot or two tonight. I'm looking for the assist, but fire one off.
Every. Oh, good little flick there by Riznicki, but nobody home, and Selmecki gathers it in. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Again, DCG, 2 set-piece goals. They lead at 2-0 here in this 3A sub-state final. Tarpla almost got it back, and that's going to be a foul on Islamovic, and I think a yellow card. Maybe not a yellow.
Conversation.
A quick conversation. Well, that's big guy and little guy, so it might have looked worse than what it really was. But a shoe came off, so maybe there's extra points for that. But I didn't think it warranted a yellow card, but certainly a foul on Islamovic.
It does look worse when he runs into people because he's so big. They usually go to ground real quick.
Now Davis off the turf and ready to go. This will be Lucas Luik Martins to take the free kick. Into the penalty area it goes, and I think that was out of bounds before the shot was taken, but nonetheless a goal kick here for Adel Islamovic, the goalkeeper for DCG.
Yeah, if North Polk can find a way to win a few set pieces in DCG's half, that could be a huge advantage for them because they're struggling getting numbers forward, but the set piece kind of does it for you. And so able to get the ball in the box there and kind of create, honestly, one of the better chances so far for North Polk.
Riznicki tries to head it forward. Ethan, and should be a foul. Yep, it is. I think Derek Lee, he is told to zip it.
He's been physical for a freshman. The
official tonight does not like the feedback from either one of the teams after the whistle blows. So, Almin Islamovic, who usually has pretty good accuracy on these set pieces, dropping it in around that 6-yard area. See if someone can get on the end of this one. Anderson kind of lurking. Landon runs into it, and nearly a goal. And just barely a deflection, I think, by Selmecki.
I think he got a piece of it as well, and it just popped it up over the net.
Yeah, Landon kind of did a good job to get in the right spot and then almost just kind of get out of the way as that ball was dipping right at the keeper's feet.
Did he get a touch on that, or did he let it go?
I believe he kind of just let it go, and it landed in an awkward spot. Nice save by the North Polk keeper.
Riznicki on the corner, and the ball just wide of the post, and we're going to have a foul, I believe. I think maybe a foul called on Anderson there. He went airborne.
I give Landon credit because just about every set piece he ends up laying on the ground, whether the ball's in the net or not. He's usually the one face down on the turf after every set piece.
His body takes a beating. Tarpla comes in, tries to win it away, but there's Destiny just chasing it down. Now it's High-Gherkin, resets for Anderson. Anderson plays it forward. Collins sends it wide to Hudson. High-Gherkin down line for Modernock. And last touched. Oh, wow. Last touched a deflection off of Modernock, it looks like. So a throw in for North Polk, but DCG quickly wins it back to the foot of Tarpla. They dispossess him. And here comes a counter the other way, but Anderson got a foot on it, but here's Cam Davis, has it taken away by Riznicki. Riznicki, past Davis, sends it forward. Selmecki, though, off his line to make the gather. And 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. North Polk's done a nice job defensively to settle in here and kind of prevent the attacks from DCG. Oh, great job by Riznicki. Forward quickly for Tarpla. But Luik Martins wins another one in the middle. Riznicki has it on the left foot. Perfect through ball. Here's Modernock. He's going to send it across. And Tarpla running onto it. Just knocked away there. Nice job by Tiago Luik Martins.
Boy, Colin just missed that header, didn't he?
Now a little counter back the other way by North Polk. Masarek taken away by Anderson. Wide for High-Gherkin. Takes a touch forward. Well defended on the far side, but a whistle. I think that was, is that?
Is Tweet still out there? And High-Gherkin, yeah, they're battling big time.
That back line, though, has done a pretty nice job in the run of play here. It's just those 2 set-piece goals that were given up.
You know, Jansen's done a really nice job back there. Tweet's held his own. He had a little problem with Pudens early, but he's settled in, and they've done a nice job.
So is Lamovich to take the free kick. DCG looking for that third goal before the half. Dangerous spot here. Masarek. Now the goal, or the shot on goal by High-Gherkin, well over the crossbar. And a goal kick coming up here for North Polk with 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Jansen will take it, sends it forward. Nicely done there.
Ooh.
And Tarpla, was that off his head?
Yes, it was.
Quick timeout. They want to make sure Destiny's okay.
Is he okay when he shakes the official's hand? I don't know.
I mean, it went off his head,
it
but
did. Oh, I hope he's all right.
He didn't show any signs of. I mean, there's 13 seconds left. No harm taking him off here.
Right.
Probably the right thing to do. I'm probably too old school.
That was a shot, though.
That was a shot.
That ricocheted all the way through the. Way out of bounds there. Just gone.
Yeah, ball sent forward. They want to make sure they don't make a mistake here, and the ball ends up in the hands of the goalkeeper Selmecki to end the first half, and that's the end of the half here at Mustang Stadium in this sub-state final. Right now it's a 2-0 lead here for DCG, but guys, we'll get some thoughts from you before we take our halftime break. You know, DCG, couple set-piece goals, but overall North Polk doing a pretty good job defending the attack from the Mustangs.
Yeah, I thought North Polk settled down big time. They started off a little shaky in those set pieces, but, boy, they settled in. They got to find some offense, though, in the second half. If they're going to – they have just done nothing offensively. It's all been kind of packed in on the defense, and that's going to have to loosen up here in the second half. But if you're DCG, you're feeling pretty comfortable. You just keep playing the way you're playing.
Yeah, I think if they're going to get anything going offensively, it's going to have to come through Luik Martins in the middle, number 10. We kind of heard going into the game that he's kind of their pivot. He's the one that connects the dots. We saw in the last maybe 10 minutes he kind of got more touches on the ball, but when he goes to turn, a DCG player was kind of always there to poke it and go the other way. So if he can find spaces facing forward, that would probably be their best opportunity to connect to some of those faster players up top.
Yeah, based on that first half, to me, Luik Martins, the senior midfielder, he looks the most comfortable on the ball and the most comfortable making decisions under pressure. but he didn't start the game, and he's 6 goals, 6 assists, so maybe a slight injury we don't know about, or who knows, but he played the vast majority of the first half, and he was pretty effective once he was on the field, so probably look for him to play a 40-minute half in the second half.
Yeah, they're going to need him
if the Comets are going to get into this one. But just a 2-goal lead.
Yep.
Obviously nothing insurmountable for the Comets if they can come out and get one, in that first 10 to 15 minutes. Then you've got a 1-goal game, and they'll be chasing. But sometimes they say a 2-goal lead is the worst lead to defend for soccer teams. But so far, DCG doing a very solid job defensively. Islamovic hasn't had to do a whole lot on the back end of things, and Every and Anderson just kind of cleaning up any of the long counter attempts by the Comets. But that'll take us to our halftime break. We'll come back here in 4 or 5 short minutes. Right now at the half in this Class 3A Sub-State semifinal, it's the Mustangs of DCG 2, the Comets of North Polk 0. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back here with 3A Sub-State final action.
High school activities have given me the opportunity to get involved and make new friends.
Compete in sports that I love and meet new people.
Do something I love while building the programs in my community.
Not just be a role model off the court, but also be a role model on the court.
Make connections and meet new people.
They've given me a reason to work hard and better myself for the future. Set good examples to the younger athletes.
Have a positive impact on my community.
Help us support Iowa high school activities.
Positive sportsmanship is an essential element of IHSA events.
Even as competitors, good sportsmanship puts us all on the same team.
We should all
support the student athletes competing. Let the coaches coach.
Respect the officials working the event.
Be a positive representative of your school.
Thank you for supporting sportsmanship at Iowa high school activities.
It gets as bad as it can get. And most of the time you don't win it.
You remember where you came from. And you remember what he did to you last time, right?
You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. Now when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger and the edge. And now you gotta get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
There's only 3 steps into that ring. And tonight it's gonna look as high as a mountain. When we climb to them ropes, it's gonna be the loneliest place in the world, because you're gonna be in there with another fighter who wants to take you out. Are you here to prove something to other people, or prove something to yourself?
A lot of people live with hurt.
A lot of people don't have a choice, I do.
This guy doesn't want to win, you know. He wants to bury you, he wants to humiliate you. He wants to prove to the whole world that he was nothing but some kind of a freak the first time.
Maybe the only thing I can do is take everything he's got.
All your strength, all your power, all your love, everything you've got.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits. And not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I must break you. Go for it.
hands of time. Don't you cross the line. What you see is mine. Battle scars to show is written in my bones. The one you can't control. That's why I hold the throne. You're out of my league, so bend at the knee. Get out of my way. I'm raising the flag. You better retreat. Get out of my way. Call me a god, call me a king. Get out of my way. You better believe. This is my kingdom. This is my domain. You can't take it from me. The greatest you've ever seen. You'll remember my name. I rise like the red sun. I walk through the flames. You can't handle the heat. The true legend is me. You'll remember my name. This is my kingdom. Look out far and wide until the ends of time. Don't you cross the line. What you see is mine. Battle scars to show. It's written in my bones. The one you can't control. That's why I hold the throne. You're out of my league, so bend at the knee. Get out of my way. I'm raising the flag. You better retreat. Get out of my way. Call me a god, call me a king. Get out of my way. You better believe. This is my kingdom. This is my domain. You can't take it from me. The greatest you've ever seen. You'll remember my name. I rise like the red sun. I walk through the flames.
Welcome back here to Mustang Stadium. John McDermott alongside Eric Connor and Tate McDermott. Three-man booth here tonight in this Class 3A sub-state final. Winner to the 3A state tournament next week. I think Monday, June 1st will be the quarterfinal matchups down there in Indianola. I think they just got 4 games stacked up, one right after the other at Indianola High School. And I think, if I remember right, I think the first game's around noon. So it'll just be 4 consecutive games all taking place there in Indianola. And then the semifinals and finals at MediaCom Stadium in the heart of Des Moines. They're on the Drake campus. And DCG right now leading at 2-0 over North Polk at the half. And goals in the first half, Colin Motterdock scores first, I believe, on the set piece in the 5th minute. And then the second goal was, help me out here.
Landon Anderson?
It was Landon, yeah. So kind of the usual suspects for DCG. Colin with goal number 25 on the season. And Anderson, I believe, is that his 10th goal-ish? He was right around 10 goals. They didn't update the...
Yeah, so it would have been his 9th.
It would have been his 9th goal. He had one in the sub-states semifinal and now one here tonight as both teams getting set to retake the field here. And again, if you're just joining us late, DCG wearing the black kits with the red trim and North Polk with the white tops and the gray shorts. And we're just about set to get back underway here. But, you know, if you're North Polk, I think very important to get that first goal in the first, 15 to 20 minutes so you can chase that second one here and have some time to do it. If you're DCG, kind of just continue what you're doing. And, boy, it'd be nice to find a third goal just to kind of really settle in and 3-goal lead, much better than 2, obviously.
Yeah.
Captain Obvious. But
you wear that cape well, though. See.
Well, you're not a weird play away from being in a one-goal game.
And I think that's why not giving up that that goal, that third one is huge for North Polk. I mean, you're still in this weird play, an own goal, something goofy like that, and all of a sudden it's a one-goal game.
Well, and giving up the first goal in that 5th minute, I think if you're North Polk and you're told, well, it's going to be 2-0 at halftime, kind of based on how that game started, I think North Polk's probably okay with where they're at right now. They certainly knew, I think coming in, probably knew that they were a bit of an underdog in this game, playing the number 2 team in the state, a team that's won a state title in 2024 and kind of a perennial state tournament team here the last 5 or 6 years. But, North Polk's, they've shown some signs here. We'll see if they can find a way to get the ball in the net here in the second half.
Yeah, just they got to get a little bit more offensive-minded. Everything's been packed in on the defensive end.
And it will be Loic Martin starting in the midfield. He didn't start the game, but played well in that first half, and he does start the second half. On the ball now. Plays it back for Tweet. Now back to their midfielder. Now he'll switch it over to the far side. Titans sends it wide. And pretty good width there, and an offside call. I thought, Anderson asked for the offside and got it, but I thought maybe.
I didn't think it was offsides either, but
it was close.
It was close.
Nothing super dangerous there, but Every runs onto this one. Looks to play it long. Center back heads it away. Modernock gives chase on the far side. And last touched by Weiss. So a quick throw in here for the Comets. Weiss steps forward to get a touch on that one. Nice ball to the far side. And that ball's out of bounds, so it'll be a throw here for the Mustangs.
I got to say real quick, thanks to Subway again and Johnson and Grimes for allowing us to bring this broadcast to everyone tonight.
Islamovic slides it out to his center back, Every. Every plays it forward, a little low, though, and broken up there by Jansen. DCG looks a little bit on the lackluster side. Cam Davis now close to the penalty area. The Comets with a shot on goal, and that one just wide. And the body language and the energy from DCG is just not what we saw to start the first half.
No, and I think they're going to get a corner here as well. I say that was deflected, so yeah, Mustangs better pick up that intensity. It's going to be a one-goal game real quick.
Yeah, North Polk already, as opposed to the first half, connecting more passes on the ground, finding players' feet. And it's really started with Loic Martins, like we talked about. He's kind of the guy getting the ball wide, finding his wide players, and they're able to play inside defeat.
Corner taken, sent deep, now headed back towards goal, and Islamovic gathers it in. So Adele will punt it towards Modernock, not able to get a touch on that. McDermott tracking back. Anthony plays it back for Anderson, now Weiss with it. And out of bounds. So just some unforced errors so far here. Modernock heads it forward. And DCG again. Some pressure coming forward by the Comets. Islamovic comes off the line to gather that in. But already I'd say an improvement from what we saw early on.
100%.
They've moved Modernock wide. Now McDermott into the middle. And his pass taken away. Ball sent forward. Nobody really home there for the Comets. Islamovic picks it up. And a quick throw out for Weiss. Weiss sends it forward to McDermott. Back for Islamovic. The ball not moving at the pace we saw to start the first half. Islamovic back for Anderson. Now Adele, the keeper. You hear the coaching staff for DCG wants the ball to move a little bit quicker, like Tate talked about in that first half. Modernock chasing it on the far side, but the Comets able to win it back. This will allow DCG to press up a little bit. And a throw coming for DCG on the far side.
It's almost like the complete opposite from the first half here to start the second. North Polk possessing more. DCG's like a touch and a turnover.
McDermott with a touch. Has it taken away by Loic Martins. Reznicki finds Modernock. Modernock with a nice turn. Modernock into the penalty area. Cuts it back. Centers it. Now McDermott takes a shot from distance and just over the crossbar. McDermott with a rip from well outside the 18.
Like that one. That just missed.
That wasn't too far off frame. Here's Davis chesting it down, but Leo Reznicki does well to split the two Comet players. Now Pudence. Benjamin Pudence. Nice step there. Comets coming back the other way. Every decides to send it forward. Cam Davis gets a foot on it. Weiss looking for Islamovich. Both teams a little sloppy there through the midfield. Not able to connect on passes. Here's Heigurken. Heigurken gets it on his right foot. Oh, plays it through Pudence. And it's going to be a goal kick. Interesting. Pudence has really mixed up his runs, like you said earlier, Tate, cutting to the inside a little bit on some of those. Just not able to get by the defender there. Weiss steps to that one. Now Modernock with space in front of him. Collin by a couple defenders. Crosses with the left. Riznicki over his head. He's got to track back. Now Davis, nice touch by the defender, Leo Riznicki. Almin Islamovich, though, got a piece of it. Almin has it on the right foot. Forward now for Pudence. Pudence able to keep it in, drives it towards the touchline, sends it into the middle, and cleared away.
Nice little flick on header there by Masaryk.
And Cam Davis with a nice play, and here comes DCG, or North Polk rather, and there's Every with a really nice defensive play. And what do we have? An offside call.
Oh. A couple of those interesting ones, but again, you just see the speed of Drew Every, right? Just to recover.
Well, and really the speed of Owen Reed too. He's got pretty good wheels up top there, and
nice battle going on between those two.
Every just able to beat him to that ball.
Good adjustment, though, by the North Polk coaching staff. At least when the guys up the field do receive the ball, there's guys around them to play to, which is different from what we saw in the first half, and it's providing them with much more valuable possession.
Pudence into the penalty area, slides it back for Riznicki, or check that. It was Heigurken, the left-footed shot into the hands of Selmecki. So the first shot on goal, well, second shot really. McDermott missed with the one over the crossbar, but oh, nicely done there, Hudson. Tracking back to that one, but his tried to flick it forward to himself, but a goal kick coming here for North Polk. Just about 8 minutes played here in the second half, still 2-0 DCG. Winner will advance to the 3A state tournament next week. Ball sent forward towards midfield. Islamovich heads it down. Nice job by Pudence. Pudence keeps it on his foot. Crosses it over for Heigurken. Heigurken looking for Modernock. Right idea. They just couldn't get on the same page there. And Johnson's ball back for Loic Martins. Now Loic Martins wants to play a ball in. Not a bad idea there, but Islamovich kind of saw the motion. He was right there to step in front of that one. Modernock through a couple Comet defenders. Here's Colin Modernock past another. Modernock in the open field. Modernock one more touch by. Shot on goal is just wide. And a goal kick for the Comets.
Colin with 10 yards of space in front of him is exactly what the DCG coaching staff wants to see. And in soccer, you can be fast and you can be fast with the ball, and Colin is both, and that's why he's such a threat going forward.
Here comes Pudence. Pudence going to cross it, and a corner for DCG upcoming.
Yeah, I got to think for the North Polk coaching staff, it's a nightmare if you see Colin
well, he went
in the middle like that.
Beat 3 defenders. And then the shot on goal was just wide off target, which usually he does not miss the frame. So Riznicki with 2 assists on the set pieces in the first half will have a corner here. Ethan readies. Sends it in with the left foot. Headed towards goal, but wide. Is that Heigurken that got up for that one?
Yeah.
And McDermott going to sub off. Tarpla will check in.
It's good to see Destiny again after he took that shot in the first half to the head. So Good to see him back.
So the Comets will play out of the back here. Tarpla right on the ball. Now it's Jansen. Plays it forward. Riznicki sends it into the air. Ethan Riznicki gets a foot on it, but the ball sent forward. Every a nice first touch there to control it. Now finds Modernock, who chests it down in the midfield. Modernock, pretty ball over to Pudence on the far side. Pudence has the defender dancing. Knocked away, though. And that ball, well, that's going to be a foul, I think. And are we going to have a yellow card there by Riznicki? Going to be issued the yellow. So I think Sage and Cole will come off the bench here for DCG. Yeah, credit to North Polk. They've settled in here.
Yeah.
The left back. Is that Moorhead on the near side here? Is that number 15? He's done pretty well against Pudence here in the second half.
Like you said, Pudence had him dancing, and then he recovered real quick.
Is it? I can't see a jersey number. Is that 15 or 19 there on the near side here closest to us?
I think it's 15.
We'll get a number here when he turns a little bit. No, actually, I think it is 19.
Is it? Okay.
No. We'll find out. What is it? Can you see it?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, they send it wide.
It's 19.
And Nico Weiss. I have to check that. It's Modernock going to run onto it. Modernock trying to play it forward for Heigerken into space. Hudson will get there first. Jansen,
yeah.
Is it?
It's Jansen. He's played well tonight.
Yeah, he's got that knee brace on, but boy, you wouldn't know it. That ball centered, but cleared away again.
Yeah, in my opinion, Jansen's physicality in the back has kind of kept North Polk in this game. He doesn't always win the ball, but he's shielding players wide, shielding them, away from the inside of their defense, and that's been super impactful for North Polk to kind of take away some of these chances.
Here's Modernock. Modernock centers it near goal. Ball still kind of pinballing around. Islamovich will chase it out near the top of the 18. Splits a couple defenders. Shot just wide of the far post. Almin with some fancy footwork gets the shot off, but couldn't quite find the net. Yeah, Jansen has been very disruptive in that back. Davis in the middle for North Polk. Has it knocked away by Islamovich. Throw in for the Comets. Triplett will throw it in. Oh, there's nicely done there by Heigerken. Finds Pudence. Pudence crosses it in for Tarpla. Tarpla drops it for Riznicki. Ethan has it knocked away by Jansen again. Now a little counter coming here and a through ball. Anderson gets a foot on it. Anderson by Davis. Sends it wide for Modernock. Anderson continues to run. Here comes Modernock into the middle. Colin drops it off for Riznicki. Tried to get it right back to Modernock. Weiss steps to it.
Nice recognition there by Almin to just kind of slide back, give Landon Anderson a second to get back.
Oh, nice touch there by Modernock. Pudence running onto it and cleared away. So the Comets feeling a little pressure here now all of a sudden by DCG.
Yeah, number 19, Noah Richardson's playing well too back there. Cleared that one out, get it away from danger.
Riznicki sends it to the far post. And cleared away for a DCG throw-in. Weiss on the far side. Content to just drop it in for Anderson. Anderson into space, finds Modernock. Colin cuts it back. Anderson stays in the attack. Sends it in. Sent away, though, and now Every onto it. Now it's Pudence. One touch for, oh, nice little give and go, but well defended. Header in for Tarpla. Almost a little too unselfish there out of Destiny.
I think that's the way DCG's been playing the second half a little bit.
Oh, Anderson with some great footwork and a foul given, and that's dangerous territory for Almeen. Islamovic has scored on a couple of these from this distance, free kicks on the season. Got to think this one's going on frame.
I feel like there's been opportunities to shoot and looking a little bit too much to pass. Just fire off a shot.
I think the last 3 minutes of play here has kind of shown DCG's confidence in themselves and just kind of how fluid they all work with each other, because Landon Anderson played a ball wide about 2 minutes ago, made a run forward, and he kind of stayed up there since then, and Almeen has dropped back. So that just shows, Coach Lane's trust in the boys and kind of how they just work with each other to know that they can cover each other's spots like that.
Islamovic lets it go. Spilled out of there, and boy, was it Pudence lurking there trying to get there after the deflection by the keeper, Selmecki.
Jansen was just able to get that out of there.
Riznicki crosses it in, headed down. Heigerken, Tarpla. Tarpla makes the turn. Past a couple defenders. Now it's Riznicki for Islamovic. Almeen, Riznicki, Tarpla. Back to Riznicki, and just ran out of space. Good idea there by Destiny, but the weight of the pass was just a little too much there.
Starting to spit a little out there, too.
Yeah, we had a few raindrops before the start of the first half, but I don't think we're supposed to have much in terms of precipitation. Goal kick coming by North Polk, 2-0. DCG with the lead. Jansen fires it forward. Off the head of Reed. Riznicki. Now Reed wins it. Jansen. Left side for Moorhead. And Moorhead sends it forward. Every's just going to clear it out and send it back towards midfield. Flicked on. Jansen going to run it down. There's Tarpla trying to win it. And I'm going to say a foul on Tarpla, I believe, as Moorhead went to ground. So Jansen will take the free kick. Drills it forward. Sent into the middle of the field. Anderson there. He'll loft one up towards midfield. Heigerken settles it with the left foot. Now looking for Pudence. Really good ball there. But again, Jansen, right place, right time.
All night long.
Look at Weiss. Nice play there by the freshman. Right to the foot of Tarpla. Now here's Modernock. Modernock has it knocked away, but Weiss steps right back into it. Modernock able to win it on the far side. Oh, actually, no. Well done by North Polk. North Polk on a little counter here. Deflected off Tarpla. Weiss. Now here comes DCG back the other way. Heigerken able to win that. Heigerken now on the far side of the field. Hudson cuts it back towards the middle. And finally dispossessed. Islamovic steps to it. Now Ethan gives it right back for Almeen. Ethan's going to have a rip. And Riznicki just wide of the post.
Almeen hobbling a little bit after that one, too.
DCG getting some shots, but nothing has materialized yet. First substitution, Dylan Swigman checks in up top on the formation. And a quick break. You see Luik Martins, the senior, kind of hobbling off there with that knee brace.
Yeah.
That's probably an indication why he didn't start the game. He's been good when he's been out there, but obviously limited a little bit physically with the knee issue. Islamovic, some fancy footwork. Gives it off for Anderson. Now Every takes a touch forward, now tries to send it wide. Tweed on the far side. Modernock there. And Tweet just taps it out of bounds, so a throw here for the Mustangs. Well, about halfway through the second half, guys, and I'd say a more impressive 20 minutes by North Polk than what we saw in the first half, but just still haven't been able to find the goal.
Yeah, for sure. They've possessed a lot better this second half, and I think they're outplaying DCG, at least at the beginning of the second half. I think DCG kind of turned it around here. They possessed a little bit more, but I almost wonder if Coach Lane saw that matchup and Pudence was on when Tweet was on Pudence, and they stuck Colin Modernock out there and moved Heigerken inside.
Well, Modernock's had more touches here in this, second half, but Riznicki down on the ground.
Yeah, he is not moving.
That's going to be Every. I think that's a foul. It will be. And a timeout here as Ethan Riznicki has not gotten up around midfield. I think a cramp, it looks like, which is the best case scenario.
Yeah. He's getting a little help from his friend there at North Polk. But real quick, tonight's boys soccer sub-state broadcast sponsored by your locally owned Subway in Grimes and Johnson, a proud supporter of the DCG Mustangs and the families, fans, and coaches who make this community special. Good luck to the Mustangs as they compete for a spot at state. Celebrate the hard work, discipline, and teamwork these athletes bring to the field and to our community. Thanks again to Subway tonight.
So McDermott will sub on for Riznicki, who went down with that cramp. Hopefully he'll be able to get some extra hydration here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. I would assume we'll see him again. DCG resumes. Now Islamovic. Bit of a miss-hit coming out of goal. That ball headed. Now Islamovic uses that big frame to win it. Sent forward for Heigerken. Islamovic pushes it forward. Good job by Almeen covering some ground in the midfield.
So say, look at the big guy move.
Now it's Modernock. Shot on goal, deflected. Pudence turns it to his right foot, now cuts it back to his left. And a poke out of bounds for a concession on a corner kick.
Jansen again battling in there to keep that away. Keep the
Jansen and Moorhead have really done well. Tweed on the far side too. This back four have been pretty good here for North Polk.
This is where they've had their troubles. These set pieces, corner kicks.
So McDermott will take the corner. McDermott's ball towards far post. And the ball on the ground, and I think another corner. So McDermott will trot over to the other corner on the far side of the field. I'd like to see something just not quite as far away from goal here. See if Anderson can get on the end of one.
Should favor Anthony McDermott on this side with the right-footed in-swinging corner. That's how Riznicki was able to serve those two left-footed in-swingers in the first half. So
McDermott delivers. Anderson looks like he got a piece of it, and it's going to be a goal kick.
You nailed that one, Tate. That was a beautiful in-swinger there, and Anderson just missed the header.
So a substitution. Carson Modernock will come on. Ben Pudence will grab a seat on the bench for the Mustangs. 18 minutes to go, and also it looks like Loic Martin's trying to check on, but he's going to have to wait for the next Comet throw. Islamovic sends it wide for Modernock. Modernock tries to chip it in for Heigerken. Heigerken with space, shot on goal, and a save. They say offside. Yeah. Hudson was just beyond that back line.
He was waiting too. He was trying so hard not to get offsides.
Good delivery there by Modernock. Pretty good save by Selmecki too, even though the offside flag was up. Free kick taken by the Comets. Sage and Cole with the header. Tarpla tracking back. Cole able to win it. Now Islamovic. Every Anderson now. Anderson will drop it back for his keeper, Islamovic. Now back for Drew Every. He's playing a little keep away in the back. Now Every going to send it forward. Modernock trying to run onto it. Will Carson get there? No, it's Jansen again doing good work. Oh, nicely done by Islamovic. Here comes Weiss through both Comet players. Now it's Modernock. Middle of the field. Colin with the rip and a goal. Colin Modernock with goal number 3, and the Mustangs lead it 3-0 with 16 and change to go.
Well, I tell you what, he gets the glory, but how about Almeen and Wise coming up and just providing that offensive opportunity there?
Well, Almeen slows the counter, and then Weiss splits both Comet players with a real aggressive step, and that got Colin off to the races.
You know, Almeen's an energy guy, and if you've noticed the last 10 minutes, pretty much every tackle he has something to say, and he just feeds off that. And, you know, for a freshman Weiss on the far side, you know, you see Almeen blow up a ball in the middle, and, of course, you're going to run through it for him, and then perfect guy to find Colin, plenty of space to turn, and then just a beautiful finish to the back post.
Well done, Nico Weiss, and a great finish by Modernock, goal number 26 on the season. Right back to it. Weiss gets a foot on that one to knock it away. So Comets chasing three goals now with 16 and change left to go. Here's the senior midfielder, Loic Martins. Into the middle it goes. Ball sent through, but tough there with all the Mustangs back defending with the ball in front of him. Tarpla, nice little touch there. Now sends it wide for Modernock. Modernock, well done to find Heigerken on the far side. And Heigerken.
And again, the physicality of Jansen's providing a lot of relief for the North Polk back line.
Yeah, he's been impressive.
He just seems to find the right spots, and he's not just in the right spot, he's physically in the right spot.
Throw in coming here for Moorhead and the Comets. Cole gets on it first, headed away, and then cleared out of there by the younger Loic Martins, Tiago. So Sage and Cole, the freshman for DCG, will throw it in here. Looking for Heigerken. Jansen wins it. Jansen's ball, though, right to the foot of Every. Oh, nicely played there. Here comes Triplet. Sage and Cole, though, checking back and wins the throw-in.
That's great hustle by Sage and Cole.
That's a freshman off the bench making that play, so well done there by Sage and Cole.
Coaches love a good back press. If you can lose the ball and go defend the ball back towards your own goal and win it back, that's a really good sign.
McDermott plays it over for Weiss. They'll switch it over for Modernock. McDermott with an overlapping run with Colin. Played back for Anderson. Now Colin will stay central. Weiss with pressure. Weiss going to play it back for his keeper, Islamovic. Sends it out towards midfield. Heigerken tracking back to defend. Boy, the speed with Tarpla and Heigerken just looming in the middle there. You just do not have a lot of time. Speaking of, Hudson nearly wins that one, and here comes Tarpla. Oh, nice turn there by Loic Martins. And McDermott gets in the way of that one, but won back by the Comets. Now Loic Martins going to set and fire, but well wide of the near side post, and a goal kick coming for DCG. Well, the Loic Martin brothers, I'm assuming brothers, same last name, but those two kind of combining in the midfield, looking pretty sharp.
Yeah, they actually, in this last couple minutes here, have been doing really a nice job in the middle, possessing and getting that opportunity.
To me, North Polk's played much better soccer here in the second half than the first half, creating more counters and goal-scoring opportunities. They like to have those two set-piece goals back from the first half. Here comes Modernock. Colin trying to work around a couple defenders. And the ball knocked away. It'll be a throw for DCG. Well, under 13 to play. DCG with that 3-goal lead. Just got to hang on now for another berth in the state tournament. Modernock sends one in. That ball, they're going to say, well, regardless, that's going to end up a corner kick for DCG.
That's probably the one mistake Jansen's made all night. He just couldn't quite get that one down on the first touch.
I mean, he's going on 70 minutes of just going full throttle. McDermott will take the corner. Almeen will crowd the keeper. Ball sent in. Punched out of there. Now Anderson lays it off for Cole. Cole decides to have a go, but knocked down and collected by Selmecki. And a quick, well done there by Cole. Stepping into that one. Now Sajin. Tarpla sticks that one. Tarpla just working like crazy to win it. Tarpla finds Islamovic. Heel pass. Oh, good touch there by Tarpla. Tarpla through a couple defenders. Tarpla crosses it. Almost a little scorpion kick there by Modernock to finish that off. That would have been the goal of the year.
Tarpla just has that sticky trait.
Well, here comes DCG or North Polk the other way. Every and Anderson there to kind of slow things down. And there's Weiss. They drop it back for Islamovic. He'll play it forward for Weiss.
Great composure there by Adele to keep the ball.
Weiss drops it in for McDermott. McDermott's going to send it forward. He's got Modernock headed over for Heigurken. Back to Carson on the far side, or the near side rather. Carson faces up 1v1 with the left back. Now left-footed cross coming in. McDermott trying to chase it down. Just outside the penalty area, makes the turn and can't quite control it. So it'll be a goal kick here for the Comets. Riznicki and Pudens getting set to check back in for the final 10. I'll give North Polk credit. I mean, 3-0 here so far, but they have defended really well. Tarpla, Modernock, Heigurken takes a touch. Heigurken going to have a rip towards the far post, just wide. And he wanted the deflection, and center official says, nope, you just missed it.
Yep. I'd be yelling for a deflection as well.
So Tarpla and Heigurken going to sub off here for DCG. Mentioned Ethan Riznick. He went off with a cramp earlier. He's back out there, and Pudens. Looks like they'll put Pudens up top of the formation here, which we haven't seen really at all this year.
No.
Keep Colin off wide. So the Modernock brothers will flank the formation on the offensive end. Jansen rips one forward. And Anderson tracks back, but Islamovic decides to come out and clear it to midfield. Davis played one forward, but cleared out of there, and it'll be a throw for North Polk on the far side. Right at midfield. A couple substitutions coming for the Comets.
Like Ethan's still working out that cramp as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes off here in another minute or two.
Yeah, he's not moving real well.
Just don't want any sort of lingering strain or. Moorhead does well with it on the near side. Modernock keeps it in, now plays it forward for Pudens, who just misplays it. So substitutions. Bartleman comes back on along with Noah Richardson.
Subbing in for the Comets, number 19, Noah Richardson, and 21, J.J. Bartleman.
Looks like Moorhead's going to come off along with Triplet for North Polk. Davis drops it back for Jansen. Jansen trying to play it forward. Finds the feet of Reed. Anderson steps to that one to clear it. Into the midfield for Pudens. Little one-touch back for Colin Modernock. Modernock content to drop it back for the center back Anderson. Plays it forward for McDermott. And McDermott, I think, fouled. Yeah, a couple of those two players just got tangled up, but and we're going to have a stoppage of play as the North Polk player still on the ground. Didn't get a number.
No.
But with just under 8 minutes to go here, DCG 3-0. They lead North Polk here. And like we said, winner advances out of this sub-state final to the field of 8 to chase that 3A title next week.
Dylan Tweet, maybe.
Looked like Dylan Tweet went down there. He seems to be okay.
Senior defender who's been really good in that right back spot. McDermott sends one forward. Back to the feet of McDermott. He's going to keep it in near the flag. McDermott goes to ground, but here comes Anderson. Landing just outside the penalty area. Tries to thread the needle through a couple of Comet defenders, but it's poked away for a throw-in.
And we saw Wednesday night, too, Coach Lane kind of mess with it a little bit, throw a wrinkle in there and put Landon Anderson up top, kind of like what they did with Pudens tonight.
Modernock on the far side wins possession. And that ball last touched by Colin, I believe, so a throw in here for the Comets. Well, they're going to bring Moorhead right back on. Boy, he wasn't off for very long.
No.
I think Tweets maybe going to come off. So they'll move Moorhead over to the far side of the field to play right back.
It's a long way to run.
Yeah, Dylan Tweet comes off, and North Polk's got a couple other guys waiting to sub on the next dead ball. Anderson will play a long ball back to his keeper, Adel Islamovic. Islamovic going to send it wide for Colin Modernock. One touch for McDermott. He'll play it forward for Colin, but that ball deflected off Modernock out of bounds. So throwing for the Comets, but nothing really brewing here for North Polk offensively.
Yeah, I think DCG's doing a pretty good job of just sitting back a little bit and saying, all right, well, we're up 3. We're not going to let anything go by us.
Carson Modernock checks off. Cam Davis will come off, as well as, who was the second player that came off? I believe that was Bartleman.
Yeah. Boy.
So the Comets at this point kind of need a miracle here.
Yeah.
3-0 with under 6 to
point.
go. Haven't really had a ton of great chances here yet. Weiss into the middle. Loic Martins. And that ball sent wide. I think Moorhead mishit that one a little bit, so a throw in here for the Mustangs.
I'm trying to think, does North Polk even have a shot on goal?
I don't remember anything of real quality, I guess. That ball just sent forward by Islamovic. Under 5 to go. Cole challenges for that one. Now it's Owen Reed. Faces up with Every. Reed across the formation. Tries to play it through. Weiss clears it out of there. Jansen going to have a rip from distance. Jansen takes the shot, but easy handle there for Islamovic.
Jansen's like, hey, listen, if you guys aren't going to take shots, I'm going to come up and do it.
Well, and Jansen on the year, only 1 goal. So not a guy they lean on for offense anyway, but North Polk, and they're going to have an offside call. Flag went up as Owen Reed kind of came from an offside position back onside to get the first touch there. So a free kick here with under 4 to go. Every just plays it back for Islamovic.
It's a good turnout tonight here.
Yeah, good crowd. There was a great crowd here, too, for the 4A game, Johnston Valley, which you would expect. That's no love lost there between those two teams. Modernock and Jansen battling. Modernock keeps it in. Now Modernock nearing the penalty area. Colin sends it across. Nearly a finish there. Was that Pudens lurking?
Yeah. Oh, if it just skipped over his foot.
And we got a couple substitutions here. Leo Riznicki and Destiny Tarplo will check in.
Subbing in for DCG, number 5, Destiny.
Riznicki comes off.
Number 18,
Yeah, I got to think he's done. Work out that cramp and get ready for Monday.
Yeah, start drinking the pickle juice.
Yeah, that's right. I knew you'd come around.
Yeah.
It took all year.
That's the last thing I would drink. So a throw in for the Mustangs to the foot of McDermott. Now Islamovich. Wide for Heigurken. Hudson dispossessed. Ball sent forward, but Cole able to get to it, plays it forward. Heigurken with a lot of space. Heigurken into the penalty area, crosses it in, and a shot on goal and a finish. Was that Pudence? It was.
That time he didn't miss his foot.
Or no, was it? Yeah, it was Pudence. Was it
I
Colin?
believe it was Modernach.
No, it was Modernach. I see the captain's armband. My apologies.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
What were we thinking?
Nice composure there by freshman Sajan Cole to take a touch, play Heigurken and into a lot of space, and then Hudson with a great first touch. Great first touch to get in behind the defense, and then, of course, if you can find Colin in the 6-yard box, he usually makes good things happen. So I believe that's a hat trick for Colin.
Yep. 3 out of the 4 goals for DCG.
Does that put him at 27? Is that right?
I think he had 24 coming in, so 27 goals on the season for Colin, chasing the I'm not sure what the single season record and the career record were in sight for him, chasing, I think, Ben Jackson's marks.
Who is here tonight.
A
lot of the 24s come to see Tate be up here, I think.
So a 4-0 lead, less than 3 minutes to play. And it looks like the Mustangs headed back to the 3A state tournament. And they'll await the pairings that'll come out tonight. Last check, Norwalk and Ponderant. It was Norwalk 1-0 at halftime. Don't know if we've got any scoring updates. Pretty good one out in 4A. Iowa City West and Cedar Rapids Prairie 0-0 after regulation. So that thing's going to head to extra time. No surprise there. And that one scuffed a bit. Islamovich will run it down. Urbandale's going to knock off Ames, it looks like. It was 4-0 Norwalk over Bondurant Farrar. So Norwalk earns their way into the field. McDermott a touch over for Islamovich. Almeen's going to send it. Pudence on the far side. Tries to cut it back. Looks like Moorhead over there defending. Pudence able to come out of there with it. And Pudence back to the top of the formation. Deflected away. Reed off his foot, and then I think Cole last to touch it, so a quick throw in here for North Polk. Every steps to it. North Polk would love to see a goal here. Anderson's going to chase this one down. Trying not to concede the corner. Plays it out wide, and DCG able to keep possession. But just slides out of bounds. So a throw in with 45 seconds to go. Clock ticking away here on the North Polk Comets season. They're going to end up 9-7-2 on the year. So great season out of the Comets here in Class 3A.
You really got to tip your hat to that back line for DCG. Just didn't let anything generate at all for North Polk tonight.
Yeah, the few opportunities that existed, Every and Anderson pretty much took care of. Tarpla giving chase and cleared out of there with 10 seconds to go, and I think that might be the final touch of the ball game. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and the Mustangs advance to the Class 3A state tournament. A 4-0 win over North Polk. And the Comet season ends in the sub-state final. Like we said, they finished 9-7-2. DCG's record moves to 13-3-2. And based off the seeding or the rankings to end the season, if Xavier advances, I think they're probably going to be your 1 seed in Class 3A. DCG likely the 2 seed. And we'll see who else advances. We know Norwalk's already in the field. So we'll take a look at scores after we get all cleaned up here. But everything should be posted tonight on the Iowa High School Athletic page, and the teams will shake hands here. But final thoughts from you guys. DCG came in, I would say, the favorite in this one, obviously, but just kind of felt like they just took care of business, did exactly what they needed to do. Great start, scoring in the first 5 minutes, and then really, I think, severely limiting scoring opportunities for North Polk.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the name of the game. You get those 2 set pieces and you score off of them, and then you just don't allow North Polk to do anything really at all in the first half. And then I thought North Polk came out really well at the beginning of that second half, and it was almost like Almeen saw it too, and he switched into overdrive and was like, hey, guys, we're not doing this. And then, of course, get a couple more goals, and one was from his hustle. So I really thought DCG played pretty well, and North Polk, like I said, came out in the second half and tried to do something, just there wasn't anything there tonight.
Tate, what'd you think? You played, I think we said 4 of these games, and now little brother Anthony gets a win in his first sub-state final with the DCG Mustangs, and they advance as likely the 2 seed. But what'd you see out of the Mustangs tonight? Some things to work on, things they did well.
Yeah, I thought they did really good to come out really fast in this game. I thought their best 10 minutes of the game were the first 10 minutes, which if you can carry that into the rest of the season, that'll be really beneficial for them. Nice to get a couple goals, kind of take the air out of the game for North Polk. And then, I think DCG just has a ton of trust in their back 5, if you will. And I think they kind of rely on just the stability of that. And then the guys up front, the subs off the bench, everyone kind of worked hard, worked for each other, and they definitely deserve to be back in the state tournament.
Well, that's going to put a cap on the season for us, guys. I mean, it doesn't feel like we were here for – it doesn't feel that long ago that we were here for game 1 of the season, which was, I guess, over in Johnston if you count that first half of play. But so far, a great season for the Mustangs. It was kind of state tournament or bust with this group. It felt like all year long, undefeated here in Class 3A. And they continued that undefeated streak in Class 3A with the win over North Polk here tonight, a 4-0 win to advance to the state tournament field. So we'll see them Monday. Not exactly sure yet on the time, but likely the 2 seed in the 3A pairings, and they'll play Monday, and they'll know their opponent here tonight once all the games go final. But fantastic season continues for Coach Lane, Coach Tilstra, and the guys, and the Mustangs. 3 more to go, hopefully, as their run to a state title continues in the quarterfinals Monday night, or Monday at least at some point in Indianola. You've got one more thank you.
We have to say thank you so much to Subway. Tonight's boys soccer sub-state broadcast sponsored by your locally owned Subway in Grimes in Johnston, a proud supporter of DCG Mustangs. So please go on out there, get something to eat, get a sub. We really appreciate Subway helping out and bringing this to everybody tonight.
Well, that's going to do it here from Mustang Stadium in Grimes. It was a hat trick for Colin Modernock, pushing the goal total to, I think, 27.
I think that, yeah, 27.
And Landon Anderson with a goal as well. So that's your 4 goals here in the sub-state final for DCG as they beat the North Polk Comets 4-0. I want to thank Mike Bynum and his crew, as always, on the DCG activity stream, doing a fantastic job like he does year in and year out.
It's been a fun year, Johnny.
Yeah, it has. Hopefully
Let's keep it going Monday.
3 more W's.
That's right.
We'll see. But that does it here from Mustang Stadium. Final score here, 4-0. DCG advances in the sub-state final here in Class 3A over the North Polk Comets. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and have a great weekend.